Welcome to Yes Offense. Trigger warning, disclaimer, whatever you want to call it. This podcast will feature graphic language about sex, race, violence, and anything else that might make people uncomfortable. However, this is a comedy podcast, and everything and anything talked about on it should be viewed as an attempt at humor. Like, if you hear anything on this podcast you don't agree with or like, please just turn it off. No one on here is a politician or actually affecting the way you live. So if you genuinely have a problem with anything said on here, redirect your energy at a real issue going on in the real world. Now let's get into the show.
What are you talking about? This is business. This is casual. This is going on a date. This is going on the town. This is going
Uggs
to church. This is going to the funerals. This is going a business meeting.
I don't know what it is, dude. I cannot. And I know they're like, I can't do it, dude. There's something in my 90s kid's brain that's like,
no, there has been something that's been bullied into me of like, you're not fucking wearing Uggs.
I'm not
Are you
wearing
kidding
Uggs.
me?
I fully embraced it. I'm 32. If anyone wants to make me feel bad about my choices, we can fight.
I respect you less. I
don't care about
I know
that.
you don't, and I know you're probably like, what's that even mean on the scale? But it is less.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But not like in a bad way. Not like actually.
I don't care if it is in a bad way.
Not in like in a real life like, yo, Dane wears fucking Uggs and I will not stand in the same room.
Talk about it. Talk about it in the world because women will hear that and be like, oh
shit,
he wears Dane's Uggs. A genius? Fuck.
I can go give him some pussy now.
I don't think has any woman ever walked in and been like, he was wearing Uggs, of course I fucked him. Are you kidding me?
I gotta be honest, no, but like this or Crocs, it will be a talking point while we fuck.
Okay. Do you keep them on?
I keep them on.
Ooh.
Oh, please hit that
Gotta
again.
keep them on.
We got to do it for that.
Damn.
Yes.
What are the buttons?
Oh, you've done these before.
And I got news
It's
for
been a
you.
while.
That means you're gay.
You did these the other day at my house. This is the exact same machine that
But
I
it's
had.
a different soundboard.
Right,
You
right.
put
Oh,
different
okay.
files.
Yeah. I was
about to say,
I
I
wanna
was
see
like,
what
you
sounds
stole
there
my
No,
are.
yeah.
It's been like what 6 months longer than that since I've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
on your podcast.
On the
Hi
pod.
everybody, I'm Dane.
By the way, guys, welcome to Yes Offense. Dane Rothenberg returns triumphantly.
And Ron Ervin.
Ron Ervin,
Hello.
along with
I
him.
forgot the camera's over there.
From
Yes,
the
hi.
Bottom Text podcast. Yes.
The only podcast in America where a fat boy can hit one time. And we pride ourselves on that.
What?
Yeah.
That's our
Only
new,
podcast in America where a fat boy can
We
fuck,
decided that
dude.
yesterday.
You guys, or do you mean a fat guy can fuck?
Other podcasts, a fat guy has to fuck not at all or more than once.
Yeah.
Our podcast, a fat guy can fuck
Just
once.
once.
Bottom Text, the only podcast in America where a fat boy can fuck one time. That's all you need to know.
That's so true. Now that you mention it, wow.
It's
You've blown my mind.
It's
Yeah.
a market that's untapped.
Yeah. Fat boys classically fuck one time, though, because they're like, all right, I'll give this a shot. And then they're like, oh, okay,
Oh, that was
all
a lot
right,
of
yeah.
energy that I had to spend.
Yeah.
A lot of bending of the knees.
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
do
Oh,
often.
cardio. Ooh.
Yeah. The lifting of the... yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Have you ever had sex with a fat woman?
Oh, absolutely.
hell yeah.
Dude, are you
All about that,
Dude, let's go. Let's
Yes.
go. I got numbers, dude. Let's run it up.
Get it.
I don't have
Get
like
it.
numbers of fat women, but I've
You don't keep their phone
I've
numbers?
rolled in the dough. You know?
Oh, yeah, dude.
You're
Good
like, you want
times.
to do this again? You're like, oh, shit. I've been there. I'm good.
Yeah.
You want me?
Well,
No, go ahead, please.
I was gonna say it sounds so horrible, like thinking about it out loud. But when I was in like my slumpiest slump, I was like, all right, let's go give these fat girls.
Right.
I need to give back.
Right.
I'm doing something wrong, so I should give back to the world. And I did, and then I said, you know what, I'm gonna stay out of it for a while.
Right.
Dude. And I mean big. I'm not saying like, you know,
Not curvy.
I mean like
You're talking
no, I'm
about,
not
like-
curvy.
Right, yeah,
I mean
yeah.
Like trouble getting up.
Yeah.
no.
Like a lot of grunts. Just.
Oh, yeah. Just know I'm always on top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, fucking around. Dude.
You ever tried to let a big girl get on top?
I did.
Oh,
but-
yeah. Oh, my God.
I got,
Dude, when
I got smushed.
But
dude.
then I think
got
about that's
pushed
just what
into the-
women had to deal with my fat ass like all the time.
at the height.
Soldiers.
You know, like an elephant, and again, that's a bad example. Like, you know, when you see someone get stepped on by an elephant, and
Yeah.
they're just in the
Like
ground.
that thing you see all the time.
Yeah.
That was me in
On
like
the
a,
websites I go to. Yeah.
that was me, dude, in a mattress. I was just like, all right, let me out.
Oh yeah,
I gotta get
dude.
out of here.
You will watch your life flash before your eyes like a veteran at a certain point, dude. It's been bad.
At the height of my like insanity with like getting in shape and like lifting weights and shit, I like had the stupid ego that I could like Because like I could deadlift 200 something pounds. I could lift a fat woman.
God.
Yeah.
So that when I would fuck fat women, I would be like, yo, check this out. And I would fucking
Just struggling.
you know what I mean?
They didn't like that.
They would be like, put me down, put me down, put me down, put me down, put me down.
Yeah, why?
Just flop. Oh my god,
Just to prove it to myself.
That's
You
a
know, here's
great
the point.
visual.
We've been talking about this recently. I forget I was talking this about, but this is true. I lost like 100 pounds like 3 or 4 years ago, something like that. Like I was just fat piece of shit my entire life, right? Just like rode it, fat boy legend. And I will say this. I say this half
You know what happened?
jokingly.
You used to be cool.
I know. I used to be so, dude. Seriously, all I want to do is just get really fat again. Seriously, that's all I want to do. That's all I want.
I wish I want to get fat without getting fat.
Right,
Does that make
right,
sense?
yeah.
I want to live the lifestyle of a fat man.
Right, but because
Like, do nothing and eat and watch
Here's the
TV.
thing.
Join me in the gym.
no, here's the thing.
Eat like a monster.
This was the point that I made. I sat back and I thought about it, and I honestly, truly think I got more pussy when I was fat.
You definitely. Yeah.
I really, truly think I got more pussy when I was
I got
fat.
more pussy before I started going to the gym.
Yeah, I truly
Oh
did.
yeah.
My life completely changed when I got a beard.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
really it.
that'll do a lot for you.
I wasn't that
that'll
fat.
do a
Also,
lot
I'm
for
just
ya.
saying,
Yeah.
like, and this is why incel
A
dudes.
beard.
This is
Yeah.
why like incel dudes kind of don't make sense to me because I like my fattest, like highest levels of fat piece of shit. There were a couple women that I'm just sitting there the whole time, like, are you like you're
What's
okay with
going
it?
on?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're fine. Okay, all right. I mean, sure, but like,
It's literally a
Are you
skill
okay?
issue.
Like, yeah.
'Cause women don't give a fuck about
Yeah,
what you
like,
look
are
like.
you, like, are you fine?
Do you have
like,
the Riz back then? Is that,
I get.
well,
see,
you
that's
do now.
I
too,
had
but,
to
you know.
work for it a little bit more. I
Oh.
had to put on the game a little bit more.
you showed that you're willing to put in the work.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
And that's attractive.
Eat pussy like
Yeah, I was
crazy.
gonna say,
It's like
Men
crazy.
aren't hot. Men are.
They're disgusting, dude.
Even if you fucking put all the work in, fucking Zac Efron, The Rock, all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to fuck them one time, but then it's like, oh, I don't want to deal with your diet routine.
yeah, could you put
Yeah.
up? Yeah, The Rock. I'm
Oh,
sure
we have to eat every 2 hours, and it
Yeah.
has to be chicken and broccoli.
I'm
and rice?
sure the
Ugh.
Rock checks more boxes than us, but do you want to put up with that
Yeah.
all the time?
You guys want to see me fuck a fat chick? I don't know what voice that was going for. How does The Rock sound?
that was you know. It was like an older Rock.
Yeah, let's hold on.
That was the old.
You want to see me deadlift this fat bitch? Let me hear you say hell yeah. The Stone Rock. Can you smell what I'm cooking? Yeah.
What's your name, fat girl? It doesn't matter what your name is, slut. You're just
Is that also part of his catchphrases?
no
slut.
It's just a notch on
That
the
was
belt. Though.
that was him in his heel era. He just came out with like somebody from My 600 Pound Life, like the baddest video vixen that 1,000-pound sisters could give him. It doesn't matter. I got me and my hog wife. We're coming for you, Randy Orton. I know. I was never into wrestling.
Neither
don't
was
know.
I, dude.
No,
Really.
yeah.
I was into wrestling. I was forced into it by my friends.
room of comedians statistically.
Yeah,
but
like one of us has to
be.
Why are they still into it?
Wrestling, you were with me at that 4th
That
of
thing
July
ruled.
show. Yeah.
What a great
Comedians
day.
shit.
Comedians in Cincinnati and Chicago and now here, all of them, everywhere I go, are obsessed with wrestling. I do not
fun.
understand.
It's an
It's
autism
fun.
thing.
Yeah,
Too.
okay, well, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's
Well,
fair.
the one
It's
we
fucking
went to.
theatrical and stupid. Why do you like movies?
Yeah, the one we went to, they were stabbing each other and stuff too.
Oh, well, that rules.
That's cool.
Oh my god! And fucking Chris was there, like, the guy who set
Chris-
up the whole thing. He
Chris
was there
Fagan,
like, because he's steaming because he was like, I fucking told them no blood. Immediately, the first guy just like takes a broken like glass. And he's just like,
it was so horrible.
Yo.
Yeah, it was bloody.
I
This
licked
one
my
too.
hand just now.
Oh, jeez. It's for the camera.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, this
I'm
dork.
getting into it.
But yeah, I was never into wrestling. Comedians fucking love it. I don't understand. You know what's the worst part about it? We have talked about this, where no other nerd, like if I go up to you and I say, hey, have you seen this movie? And you go, no. I go, oh, okay, never mind, right? But if you go up to like a wrestling nerd comes up to you and they're like, hey, are you into wrestling? And you go, no, it's never my thing. They go, oh, okay. So anyway, the Iron Sheik started off as this thing, and then Randy Orton came in, and I'm like, dude, what? Why did you ask me that?
Yeah.
Like, just no.
It is easily the least consensual fandom.
Yeah,
That and Hideo Kojima fans.
that's just
Very
you.
non-consensual.
Do not get him started on
It's
the Do not.
amazing.
I'm serious.
Who's the Dane?
Oh God.
God
boy.
damn.
Death Stranding, Metal Gear Solid.
Oh my God. Yeah. Dane with fucking Death Stranding, dude.
Dude.
I started my second playthrough
Oh
the
my
other
God.
day.
Oh my God.
You carry shit.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what he said.
amazing.
I asked him what the game was, and he's like, "Will you just like deliver shit through this whole?" It's just an Uber Eats simulator,
So-
and there's
and he
ghosts
has not
or
stopped
something?
talking
You can
about
pee
it.
on the ghosts. You can whip your dick out and piss on them.
That's
Yeah. Don't seriously. It's been like,
you have a manic look in your face,
dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's gotten to like a 5-year-old.
than usual.
It has gotten to a 5-year-old talking about Five Nights at Freddy's level.
Oh my god.
With him, it's like it's like a dog that you can't say walk around. Like there's certain triggers. Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
I'll back off. I'll back off.
Okay.
No, you're fine. I now know what
I'll
you're talking
heal.
about, though.
I'll heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do get a little wild.
So we kind of, I know at least with you, speaking of gaming, so Fortnite is what kind of sparked
Yes.
the whole thing. Which, let me just say this, this is great. This is a podcast of 30-year-olds talking about video games.
Yes, playing video games.
But Fortnite is like exactly what I want in a game.
Yeah.
I know you talk about Death Stranding and all this shit. I know video games are art. That's great. I don't want them to be.
You don't like Red Dead Redemption 2?
I tried. I tried. I gave it such
I don't
a
like Red Dead
legitimate
Redemption
shot.
either.
Oh, you guys are lame,
I
dude.
tried.
Get off the
I
line.
Here's the
tried
thing, here's
so
the thing.
hard.
Fortnite is the best version of a shooter. Period.
Sure. Yeah.
And a shooter is the
Halo 3.
challenge of
Yes. Oh yeah.
a shooter is the challenge of how fast can you point at things,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
In a theoretical space, how fast can you look and point,
Sure.
right? Death Stranding is you are a fixed point in the middle of the screen, and you are moving the earth around you in a careful way to maneuver obstacles, and that's why it's different. I can't
my God.
play Red Dead Redemption or The Last
Ha-
of Us because Fortnite is better.
How do you play How do you play Death Stranding when you're like, I just deliver things? You can't play Red Dead.
Oh, you put a podcast on.
What?
I put a podcast on in the background.
Yeah, but
Zone
Red Dead,
out.
you can like deliver things. You can murder people. You can like discover heights of mount. You can like really discover a world.
It doesn't feel the mountains in Red Dead and shit doesn't feel real because the weather doesn't truly affect you.
It does. You can
It
freeze
does.
to
Yeah,
death.
yeah. You can. That fucks with you.
I gotta get back into it. I gotta try it out.
Try it, man.
I might be a little ignorant
It's-
right now, but Red
yeah.
Dead felt gay and retarded.
And the bass keeps running. I tried. No, this is the thing. I bought it. There was this deal with Red Dead 2 and GTA 5. You could get both of them for I think $40. And I was like, cool. I'll do this fine. Bought both of them. I played through Red Dead on my stream for, I mean, probably about a month or so, like a month or two. That was my thing. I was like, I'm playing Red Dead 2, and I was just like, okay, not only do I not want to watch a dude on a horse for 4 hours on end, I can't take this. When the game's happening, it's great. It's a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
But 80% of the game is just clunk, 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 clunk.
So you would love that.
It's boring to watch on
because
stream, so I just had to
stream,
stop. Like,
That is boring, and I've done that game before. And you're literally just pushing forward.
You gotta take
versus
in the
Death
sights.
Stranding. You're walking, yes, but every literally second is maneuvering obstacles in terrain.
Well, that
So you're not
happens
just
in Red
going
Dead.
forward,
You
you're-
come across a woman who comes into the brush and says, "Help me, sir, my wagon broke," and then you go to help her, and all these dudes jump out and try to molest you.
yeah.
That sounds badass.
Yeah, and you murder all of
Sounds
them.
hot.
And then the woman goes, "They put me up to it, I swear." And then you just shoot her in the face because you don't give a fuck
sounds like
Yeah.
that sounds
about
like a
this
choice.
bitch, dude. And you just go, and then you stand there in the moonlight covered in blood and just go about your night.
You
That
okay,
sounds
Arthur?
badass.
Hi, they tried to take my bussy, Dutch.
You do get like if you go to certain cabins in the game, there'll be like weird things that'll happen. Like one has these like incestual couple. They're like brother
Oh, yeah,
and
I
sister.
remember seeing something about that. Yeah, yeah.
And if you go in their house, you'll find like remains of their mother and shit. They're like Texas Chainsaw Massacre types,
Yeah.
and they will try to kill you.
Oh, I played that one.
But if you go to this one guy's house, he's like, "Oh, come on in, partner. I just, and once you walk in, he fucking knocks you out, and you wake up just, I think, like pantsless in a hole somewhere, and he's like, "What the heck?" And you go back. If you go back, he's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you." And you just kill him
That's
because
fun.
he raped you.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
wow.
Yeah,
Sorry,
they,
That's
YouTube.
fun. That's
yeah,
fun.
they sucked my dick off, Dutch.
It's like one of the craziest parts of the game because you know what happened.
Ah, goddamn
Oh,
it!
it's not even that.
And
When
then,
you
and then,
wake
and then Dutch is like, "Now, but what were you wearing?"
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not even that. I'm pretty sure you wake up like delirious, and and he's like, no, it's okay, and he's like touching you or your head or something. You're like, no. You're like, no.
You just looked down and he's like caressing your nipples in Red Dead. It's like somebody had to animate this.
Yeah, it is that thing. You're like, no.
And it's realistic. You see the nipples getting hard.
Yeah. God damn it, I'm into it, Dutch.
Arthur, if you didn't want it, why were your nipples hard?
Oh, hold on. What was
That's
that
not good one.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
That's not part of the plan, Arthur. It's not part of the plan.
Yeah.
What does this one do?
Oh, yeah.
These blacks.
Arthur, we only allow one in the gang. His name is, what was the guy's name?
Oh, fuck. There was Dutch, Arthur, and Josiah?
No, he dies.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was in it, but he died.
James Marston? I don't know.
What's the black guy? Damn it. All right, sorry. My roommate doesn't know.
anyway.
Like you have a producer upstairs. It's your
Yeah.
roommate.
He's in it all the time, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
Red Dead's the only game I've played where well, maybe not, but I can like
the only
remember
game you've played.
where you've straight up murdered an innocent person and felt bad about it. Like,
Yeah.
You're like, that was too. They
Yeah.
we're like, oh, why'd you do that?
Did you
I was
see-
just trying to be nice, and then they died. You're like, why'd they talk like that? It's a video game. Just stay dead.
Did you see the compilation of somebody as Arthur who's just going around and like there was like women suffragists who were doing protests to like vote and everything, and it was a guy who would just go around and bam!
Yeah, or feed them to alligators. Yeah, that was a good
like,
one. Tie them up.
what? Yeah.
What is this?
Red Dead.
Yeah, because there's a woman who's like,
I
women's
thought you were
rights.
talking about something real for a second.
Yeah, and you
No,
can just
no.
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 People thought it like people got pissed at the game for a little while too, or like some people were like, I can't believe you can do this in the game. It's like you can do this to anybody.
You can do anything in that game.
can also
That's kind
choose
of the beauty
not
of it.
to.
Yeah.
Choose
That's
not
where
to.
the honor system comes in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's really.
Isn't it a test of who you are?
Yeah, honestly, they make it really hard to get your honor so low because you really have to just keep being a piece of shit, and it doesn't feel good. That's the
Right.
thing about that game. You're like,
That's cool.
I could just shoot this guy, but like, I don't want to, and it doesn't feel good. It's so weird.
Dutch, that guy that molested me, I've been thinking, and we're gonna get married somewhere.
Damn it, Arthur.
He showed me this website called Etsy.
We're gonna start ourselves a TikTok shop, Dutch. Yes.
Oh man, dude.
I love gay Arthur.
Yeah, dude.
And now I'm just
Gay
thinking of
Arthur.
Arthur the Aardvark.
That's immediately
gay.
where I went.
That's you went with
Is that
gay Arthur.
that's a cartoon, right?
It's cartoon.
Oh, yeah,
And he's a
PBS.
child.
And he's a child.
So there's, Yeah. And I said, hey.
Oh yeah, Arthur, the fucking art.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
I-
no shit.
Speaking
I
of
know
PBS, if you guys remember Recess?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
that,
that
wasn't
was
on
on-
PBS.
that was
That was on ABC.
Yeah.
ABC?
That was on ABC.
I don't remember any of the
Recess
channels
rules.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
back then. It would just be on at
It was just a
times.
blur. Yeah, no, that was on ABC, baby.
I've tried to get back to it. Fucking that and Impractical Jokers. You can't watch half of it.
Why?
Even if you pay for fucking
Oh,
rights and
okay,
shit and
rights and
bullshit.
shit. I can't watch Impractical Jokers, but I can't. Yeah,
You don't like Impractical Jokers?
I like Jackass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, look, I'm sure it's fine,
What?
but I'm just saying the fan base that I've seen of Impractical.
Oh,
the
my
fan
God.
base, the fan base. Oh,
Shout
no.
out to all those guys.
Whoa,
Nothing against
yeah.
any of them, the
No,
show or
Salvador's
anything.
a very nice guy.
I love the Tenderloins.
Their fan base is just like, oh, so this is just Jackass for soccer moms.
Yeah.
This is what I feel.
I really
Well,
love.
it's a little safer. It's a little safer.
Way safer.
I keep
But
I'm knocking all my
no,
shit
they
over.
do more socially difficult challenges.
Yeah. No,
It's not pain.
I like the concept.
It's emotional
I just,
pain.
Some of it I watch and I'm like, this makes is a $1 million industry. Like to me, I'm like,
they make
this
$1
is-
trillion bucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane. They're crushing it, but it's
Oh,
like I
yeah.
just can't.
Yeah.
I can't
Well,
get
I
behind.
could put it on. I could have that going for. I tripped on shrooms the other day.
I'm sure it's a
and I
great
just
feel-good
put-
show.
I just put on Impractical Jokers.
Well, you know what that just makes me think of, and this is again no shade to anybody who makes this kind of content.
Oh,
right?
no.
It's nothing against them, but why has people just eating junk food in their car become the most popular form of content
Honestly,
that there
bro,
is?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't know, dude. My dad one time saw me watching Smosh games, Grand Theft Auto. They were just playing Grand
Yeah,
Theft
yeah.
Auto, and I was like laughing at it, I guess. And he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm watching these guys play Grand Theft Auto." He was like, "You're watching people play a video game,
Right.
And just watching it." And I was like, "Yeah." And
It's a
was
different
like,
vibe.
But
But
he
it's
just
not about-
But he just walked away from me, and I
Yeah.
really thought about it after, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of lame. The more I think about it, and I don't know what moment in that. I think that moment doesn't happen for a lot of people, or wouldn't resonate. But that level of eating, watching people eat or unbox something to me is completely like
well, I
Can
mean,
I-
foreign.
Can I be that guy for a moment?
Sure, please elaborate. Give me some insight.
If you look back on any art form throughout history, the good stuff is what gets remembered.
Right.
People always go, like, "Oh, I wish I lived in the '60s with all the good music." You
Right.
know what I mean? You forget all the crap.
Right.
There was crap music back
So
then.
much
There was
crap.
crap entertainment always. Flagpole
Right.
sitting, fucking guys getting shot by a cannon from 25
Yeah,
feet
sure.
away.
was
There's
amazing.
always been
That sounds peak art.
There's always been lowbrow humor, and also. Like,
Right, but even those things, I get the appeal of. I understand it's like it's lowbrow. Dude, watching a guy
It's
get shot out of a
relatable.
cannon is awesome. But how is it, though? This was the analogy I used. A dude reviewing a chicken sandwich from a spot in Atlanta, to me, somebody who doesn't live in Atlanta,
That makes sense.
has no current plans to go to Atlanta.
I know who you're talking about.
What does that...
That guy's a former
Oh, I thought you
fighter.
meant
Well,
reviewing.
I mean, everybody who does it. I'm just talking about, in general, everybody who does it. That has
I'm never
prevalence.
invested in the actual grade of the food or if they do or do not like the food.
I meant like
I'm
a
always
I thought you were
into-
talking about a mukbang.
Oh, mukbangs rule, dude. I'm down.
See, you're
yo,
talking-
Speaking of mukbangs, I'm doing this. I was talking to my girlfriend about this, and we're gonna make it happen. I'm making a Little Debbie's lasagna. I ordered
Hell
it.
yeah.
It's all the shit is
Hell
coming to
yes.
my house
What?
tonight.
Is it with
What are the
pasta?
ingredients? What are the things?
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like film it. I'll fucking mukbang eat it. Who gives a shit, dude? It's cheat day today. Fucking okay. So what we decided was, oh fuck, I still need to get the oatmeal cream pie cookies. So oatmeal cream pie cookies on the very bottom, right? That's the base crust, if you will, right?
You can get that anywhere. You're like, oh fuck, I gotta get.
Well, no,
gas
I
station
ordered
food.
them. I ordered them, but I forgot to order those. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
order those. So those are at the bottom. I think underneath that we determined cosmic brownies. That's the next layer.
Sweet brownies or cosmic brownies?
Cosmic brownies.
Okay, okay.
The
With
little,
the
little,
little-
yeah,
with the-
yeah.
I know
the
you're talking
circles.
about the penguin. I
And
know.
in between them, we're going to do whipped cream for for lasagna. So whipped cream between. So oatmeal, whipped cream, cosmic brownies, whipped cream, Nutter Butters,
Okay.
whipped cream. Top it off with Swiss rolls.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
a
okay.
Little Debbie's lasagna, bitch.
How are you
I'm
gonna
a little
bake it?
concerned.
in the
No,
oven?
no, no. Yeah, no.
I'm
Just
a little concerned for the whipped cream level because I hate to be that guy, but I love to be that guy. Okay, so I was just at my parents' house for a fucking week, and I was bored as shit. They had heavy cream, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna make whipped cream the stupid way by whipping it with my
Right.
fucking hand. It took
Right.
30 minutes, and that shit I was too lazy to clean.
Yeah.
You know how whipped
Hardened
cream
right away?
No.
Oh.
It stayed good for days.
yeah. What are we worried
It stayed
about
fine.
here?
No, whipped cream out of the can deflates.
Yeah, I need it to deflate. I need to spread it around. I'm going to spread it across.
You know what?
I don't
Do
even-
it.
Yeah.
Go for
I don't
it.
bake enough,
I
but I
have
want
a-
to try it when you make
I
it.
have a
Dude.
thing that I've been saving for the pod. I have a Pop-Tart surprise.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
My
you were talking about
special
this.
Pop-Tart. You
What
guys
is your-
gotta
yes.
try this.
Okay, please.
It's amazing. Okay,
Can't
so
imagine.
what you do is you take any flavor of Pop-Tart works. So you cut it in half carefully, and you scoop out the filling. You fill it with real jam, and then capers, and then soy sauce, Worcestershire, and then you add
This isn't real.
anchovies.
This isn't
Then
real.
You add
Anchovies?
really
This isn't
good
real.
mustard.
disgusting.
it's
This
makes-
isn't
it makes
real.
me furious.
Dude, you got me so
You already-
excited.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to have like a fat...
I was going to say it off podcast because I knew it's a stupid joke, but Sally was like, no.
I
Save
thought...
it.
This is
No,
gold.
You
yeah.
said it the other day and it got me so furious.
I thought...
Stupidest little
No,
joke.
I thought-
Oysters
getting-
on the half
I'm getting
shell.
hives thinking about it.
I thought you were going to have some cool little fat boy hack. And I was like, yo, I should try it. No.
So it's just Dane being Dane.
Oh my
Worcester sauce, you psycho.
Worcester?
Worcester. See, dude.
My little fat boy hack: get cookies from the bakery at the supermarket. They're going to be a little fresher than the one.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
package.
dude.
Dude, one time
That's my fat boy trick.
we
There
were
you go.
out because you said Worcester sauce.
You want
just
a real
reminds me
one?
of
There's
this.
a real one.
We were at a restaurant with after a show. It was me, Sid Floyd, and my buddy Doomer. They're all musicians and shit, and we were with
Doomer.
his buddy. I think his name is D. You know,
These blacks.
his name is D.
Doomer was taken.
D. We were all ordering food at this place called Celtic Cavern in Middletown and Connecticut, and fucking he's like, I want to get this, but like, I want to get this. And the waitress goes, oh, the thing with wiener sauce, of course. And he was like, yeah, that.
Of course.
And everyone was just like, why won't you say it? And he was like, I just this. And we're like, say it. And he's like, I just want this. So we're like, say you want wiener sauce. And he
Yeah.
was like, I will not miss. It was so funny watching the waitress be like, so yeah, why are you guys like she couldn't figure out. It was like, His homophobia won't allow him
Yeah.
to say wiener sauce.
Just say it, dude.
He's going to put it in his mouth, and he won't say it.
Yeah.
And it was just so funny. And him being like, anyway, I want this. Like, it just would not
like
break through.
pointing to it like
So funny,
somebody
yeah.
who's illiterate.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like a really subtle white cream that they added to the
Yeah.
tips of the wieners.
Hey, this menu ain't got no pictures, dog. Hey, this menu ain't got no pictures.
Dude, I've met mad people who date women who are like that, who are like,
I know mad people who date women.
yeah, but they can't.
sorry.
They can't go to. If they go to a restaurant, they're like, they got pictures. I can't go. It's like,
Wait,
what do you
really?
mean? Yeah, it's like, what do you mean? They're like, I need to see the food. It's like,
They're
no, you
illiterate.
don't. No, you don't.
They're
Yeah.
illiterate.
you're retarded.
You know who has pictures? Waffle House. Waffle House.
I was
has
about to say
pictures.
fucking Friendlies.
Yeah.
Remember Friendlies?
Yeah, Perkins. You ever been to a Perkins?
Friendlies.
Like a-
Oh my
They'd
God.
show you the Sundays. It'd be like the one. It's like it has like ears. It's like a Yoda, but it had.
no.
Yeah, it's the bunny one. Exactly.
Somebody,
That's
a
what-
comedian
It's a
took me.
Yoda.
A comedian took me
Yoda.
to a 24-hour
Always
diner.
Star Wars themed.
This comedian took me to a 24-hour diner in Chicago,
miss
and
those.
they ordered whatever, and then they pointed to me and they said, "I'm going to order for you," and they're like, "He's going to have the Mickey Mouse." And they was like, "Okay." So I was like, "Okay." It was a pancake shaped like a dick
Why is it? Why is it the Mickey
'Cause
Mouse?
it's-
because the two balls look like Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah, but Mickey Mouse is just 3 circles. Where's the oblong part?
They put the oblong in.
No, but yeah, they just made
They
that.
added a nose.
Yeah, they just added a long nose. It was just a pancake that looked like a dick.
Jewish Mickey Mouse.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
You Jewish Mickey Mouse. Oh God. Oh boy.
How
There's
he
a
was
well.
supposed to be made.
Yeah, there is a well that we cannot go down.
No, send this podcast to Kanye. We're gonna
You
blow
definitely
up.
can. If
Yeah.
you want, we can do it.
Kanye West retweets it. These guys are on to something.
Minnie, you're ovulating. Go in your little hut. You mousy bitch.
I dug some tunnels. I'm not gonna say who they're for. Not gonna say they're Jewish tunnels.
Fucking tunnels.
Dude, did we ever get any resolution? I feel like we all stopped caring about the fact that there were Hasidic tunnels.
No one stopped caring. It is now. I was talking to Stephen Wolf about this. It is now. It will never be unseen. Like that's along with you guys suck penises off when you do circumcisions. And they're like, that
Yeah,
was one time. They
Us
all-
personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, me.
No,
They
like
hire
Ju-
me.
like
I was like, he's not Jewish.
People
I'm not,
think
yeah.
people think that about Jews, that they like the way
No,
they
circumcision's
circumcise these
fucked
by
up.
sucking off the kid.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
And
it's retarded.
It
It
is
happens.
weird.
It's
It
real.
has happened.
Right.
But I've talked to Jews and they've all been like, that was one guy.
Yeah, it's like
okay?
so- it's-
and he was famous and we don't like him anymore.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with the tunnels.
Yeah.
And it's even worse because there is video footage of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
And there will never not be a joke about Jewish people being like, oh, you got like in the audience, like, hey, you guys are here. How'd you get here? By tunnel?
Yeah.
It's never not going to go away.
I'm Jewish, and
You deserve this
Yeah.
stereotype.
You deserve a tunnel.
yeah, I need a tunnel.
I'm Jewish. Where's my tunnel?
The subways are crowded. Yeah, I'm hot. No, but here's the thing. Fucking, I used to love being Jewish.
Jesus Christ.
Bagels, the Beastie Boys,
Yeah, dude.
New York.
Bunch of days off.
Love it. Yeah.
Bunch of days off.
Lately, I feel like Jewish people globally need to chill the fuck out. Wowee. Wowee. Oopie koopie.
Oh, they shouldn't have striked first.
We're going back to Jewish Mickey
Why
Mouse.
don't you go do some research? Why don't you go?
Do you remember?
Why don't you talk to somebody of them bore you to death for 4 hours?
Do you remember? Do you
And
remember
you go,
Modest Yahoo?
wow, it sounds like
I used to love that one song.
Remember Modest Yahoo?
The king without a crown,
You're
I'm falling down,
Yeah.
and my penis is out.
There were
Yeah.
dudes. There was like I guess
Hell yeah.
2 shows or so where the staff refused to work for his concert. Like the other day, like in solidarity with Palestine, and he made this whole huge. Like long sobby post about like why can't we all come together and all this da 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 da.
Blacks.
And the whole time I just couldn't stop imagining Modest Yahoo doing like a fake Jamaican accent to try to defend Israel, and that
Hell
was
yeah.
cracking me up all day.
I don't know enough.
You don't
Modest
understand what it's like.
I think he's from like Suffolk, New York, or some shit. I don't know. Like somewhere.
I'm from Mineola.
From the longest of aisles.
Yeah. One love, Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah. Me and them.
Jamaica, but not like you think.
Yeah, me and them family. What out in the morn talk.
We actually have similar views on homophobia.
I drive a Subaru.
Oh, that was a good one, dude.
Yeah.
Oh
my
my god.
Yeah.
This has been fun, guys. We're cooking. I'm just making sure. It's time. Yeah, dude.
Woo.
Yeah, dude. I was talking about that the other.
Got a hot date after this?
No,
Yeah.
me and Ryan Pearson were talking about that though, with how like over the past 5 years for the Jewish community has gone like it's been up and down of like.
Yeah.
I thought
Past
like
5
for a
years,
while,
past 2,000 years.
I swear it's sort of no. You know what I mean? Like
I know what you mean.
for a long time, I really for most of my life when people were like Jews, I was like Hasidics, and then people were like, "You look Jewish," and then I started to meet more white Jews, and I was like, "Oh yeah, they're just." I thought
They're people like me.
They're people, literally. I was like, "Oh, they all look like me." I'm like, that's.
You want to know what the thing is?
Yeah.
Apparently, Jewish people and Italian people used to live in Brooklyn until black people moved in, and then Jewish and Italian people moved up into Long Island and Connecticut because they're racist.
Yeah, that is it.
And that's why Jewish and Italian people so look alike, because we all fled Brooklyn
Makes
because
sense.
we racist.
Yep, definitely no other. Okay.
Yeah, no, but
And also non-chosen whites, I guess.
like my whole
Not the
thing-
right European.
Yeah. Where I'm from in Middletown, it's just there isn't.
Yeah, that's right.
I guess where I was growing up, there wasn't as much anti-Semitism, and then when I started getting older, I started to notice it more.
Right.
But for the most part, I noticed I was like, oh, it seems like anti-Semitism is from a white supremacist, like American History X.
Right.
I was like, okay. Then it just started getting like widely, just like here and there. I was like, okay, these people don't like. I get it. And then the more and more I'm learning, I'm like, wow, it's getting pretty crazy out here.
Yeah.
It's getting a little nervous. It's
Yeah.
There's like
warm around here.
There's like jokey anti-Semitism,
Yes.
which is chill. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
Can
You
be
know
silly.
what I mean?
Like,
Great.
our
But then
little
when
riff
Kanye
is funny.
West-
Yeah,
also-
that's what I mean.
yeah.
Kanye West, and this wasn't even a bad one. When Whoopi Goldberg was like, yeah, Jews are white, I was like, I thought so too, Whoopi. Like, I
Yeah.
thought so too.
Yeah.
I thought so too.
What did Whoopi say?
She said the Holocaust was whites versus whites, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Whoa, no, it wasn't." And you're
That's
like,
fine,
you're
yeah,
like, well,
that's
if you
fine.
look at the pictures, it kind of looks like whites versus
I don't
whites.
remember a single
And
black
then-
person in any World War II
and
things
then,
I've ever seen.
and then they're like, well, Jews are actually a different race. And then everyone went, but you guys are white.
Yeah.
Like you're
Right.
And
It's
then
a
they're like, well, if you go to
sovereign-
Israel, they're tan. And you go,
That's a
yeah,
tan.
Yeah, that's
That's a
a
tan.
That's different than
Yeah.
the European. And then it's like the whole thing. Then from then it went, I think that point is where things were really, everyone was like, this is crazy, you can't say that. And then other people were like, but you guys are white. And then things started to...
Right.
It's so stupid because like white people always want to subdivide and be side-eye.
Yeah,
each
like
other,
I'm
and you're
not
cool
I'm not
enough,
white,
and
I'm Italian.
you're-
Right,
It's like
yeah,
you're
yeah,
white.
yeah.
And I think people should really focus on what's truly important, such as Death Stranding is free on PS
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ.
You can get it for free.
And there's no Italians in it.
No
Not a
Italians,
single
I
one.
swear to God.
Yeah, it's set in a post-apocalyptic utopia
Conan
world.
O'Brien
They've
Italian?
Yeah, it's Japanese people just getting all their favorite Irish actors in something like
Yeah.
Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
Yes, Boondock Saints, great movie.
There are no more Italian people.
Dale on Walking Dead. We love Dale. Dale.
Imagine a perfect future where
Dale from The Walking Dead.
a virus
God.
has wiped out all of humanity, but mostly Italians. It is a perfect world.
Anyone listening, we are only white.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he's Italian. You're Jewish.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We would. Yep. That covers it.
Yeah.
Uzbekistani
So I gotta.
is
I'm gonna
kind
soak
of
up.
Asian.
I'm
Yeah,
like
and
a
you're bald, so this
right.
is
Right.
this
I'm like a
looks bad.
spirit. I'm like a spirit bomb right now for all the energy that's coming. It's all just gonna collect right over here. And then I'll unleash it on some poor woman at the bus stop.
Yes. It has to be a woman. Dude. Needs to know their place.
She'll never see it coming. They were mean to me on my podcast today.
Hey, bitch.
Yeah.
Why don't you fucking cover your pussy hole?
Yeah.
Just yell like, what?
Yeah. She was like, "Is this
Sorry.
about the podcast?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Have you seen my special?
What a good times. Yeah. No.
How long is your commute? Tubi's free.
Yo, wait. By the way, so fun fact, we can tell this story because I haven't talked about. I'll talk about it now. It's all kind of said and done. I was in a rap video. The other day. I won't give too many details. I'm sure it'll be out soon.
Were you an actor in it, or were
Yes.
you like in the background, like yo?
No, I was
shit.
a cop in it arresting the rapper.
Hell yeah.
And that was the whole thing. So this was. You know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna tell this story right now. So I get there and they hand me, as soon as I sign in and do whatever, they hand me a few sheets of paper with words on it and their lyrics to the song. And they're like, get familiar. They might want you to know. You know how music videos go, whatever. So I'm going over it. It's all fine. And then there's one line in it that has the N word.
Hell yes.
And I was just like, if I'm called upon. And and
if you're gonna twist my freaking arm about it.
It's another one of those things, like, as an actor, like, it's gonna happen. Like, you're gonna, and like, also as a 6'2" bald white guy actor, you think they're not sending me every script with it? Like, come on. Like, I get it, it's fine, but that didn't end up happening. But this was the crazy part. So it's just like I roll up in this car, I slam her on the hood, get your hands up in the air, like typical. We do that a handful of times. It's fun. Then they're like, okay, now you're gonna like circle her in the cop car, and we're gonna get footage of that. Like and I'm like, okay, and we're on these streets. The streets aren't closed off. We do not have the proper permits, and I'm in a fake cop car.
This rules.
Yeah, I'm impersonating a police officer on the streets of New York. Nothing shut off, and I'm like, that's already iffy enough. But fine, but whatever. We do that twice, and then he goes, all right, man, now it's gonna be like the chase. Like, we're running from you, and you got to keep up with me. And I'm like, okay, we're fucking street racing.
Yeah.
On the streets of New York.
That
Again,
rules.
nothing closed off.
I love this.
Whatever. And we
guerrilla filmmaking.
Dude, we do like one lap of that, and I was like, dude, this is wildly
racist.
No.
No.
With G-U-E.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with them being rappers or of any other race
Or
of
the
any
fact
kind.
that I was the only
they were
white guy on that
Asian.
whole set. That is the only. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Man. Good shit. I was like, what? Fuck. What
got
did I
him.
just say?
Oh,
I was so like, I said the right thing.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, yeah, dude. So you did.
I did like a lap of that, and I just went, "This is wildly fucking unsafe. I'm not gonna fucking die for your music video." Some dude who was a street racer took over and did the final lap, but I was still in the car with him, and even that was like, Jesus.
It's just a fucking. What are you hanging out with people from the Fast and Furious too?
Apparently,
like rap videos, street racing. It's like that's like the scenes when they show up in Fast and Furious. They're like, nice car.
Yeah.
Want to race? Cops are here and they run.
Apparently, I mean, it's like, look, if the cops pull me over for impersonating them, I can shift it onto production and be like, look, I'm an actor. This isn't me. Yeah. But if like I'm in a serious crash, there's nothing. I mean, that's just a crash.
The scene, bro.
Yeah,
I would flee.
Yeah, the best part about that was
some guy whose life you just ruined, and you're just like, oh, I'm an actor.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not even.
This car isn't even insured.
It's not even my car. It's
if you were dressed in a costume, you just get out. You're like, listen, buddy. It's just like, forget about, it's not a big deal. I'm a cop.
What's going on?
Yeah.
You been drinking? Yeah.
How much you been drinking? Look, buddy, I'm not going to lie. I'm a crooked cop. I will ruin your life.
Your badge is a sticker.
The other cops are on their way. If you say anything to them, I will literally shoot you.
Yeah.
You have a cop hat on and a blue polo.
Yeah. Well, no, that was the best part. I was supposed to be undercover, so I had on just like a normal outfit with a badge around me. And again, I look like me. Like, come on. Like,
just tell them, be like, listen, bud, I'm a cop. The cops are coming. They're going to take our statements. Just say it's not a big deal. Who are they going to believe? Let's be real. It's say, you hit me, I hit you. We're not pressing charges. We have a good day.
Yeah. My car is like, completely crumpled into the back of his that was parked. There's no.
You're like, just call it a day.
Yeah.
I'm a cop. I will literally, you get one over on me here. It's fine. I follow you home. I continue to ticket you. I follow you into a subway. I push you. I shoot you.
Yeah.
It's another thing.
Maybe we kiss.
Yeah, maybe we kiss. Maybe I throw you in jail with a bunch of big guys from that rap video. I'm helping them shoot.
Yeah.
I know people.
Yeah.
You go on your walkie-talkie and do the Boost Mobile trip.
Yeah. Just hold up my phone, my shoulder.
You have no real utility.
Yeah, no, I have nothing. Nothing. I'm just a dude in an outfit with a badge.
Oh man.
hell?
Yeah, so that was a wild. I don't know. That happened. A story to tell. Whatever.
I liked it.
But I just thought that, dude, there's a million stories of being on sets like that where they're low budget and they're not hiring the people that they need to hire, and somebody seriously gets fucking hurt or killed. Like, there's just been a million stories like that. So after that first lap, I was like, I'm not going to end up one of those. Like, I'm fine. Yeah, we switched out. So
Right.
Yeah, no,
That's how the Alec Baldwin thing happened. They're like, just fucking here.
yeah,
The gun. Figure it out.
yeah.
We're not even
You know
rolling
what
the
he
camera.
apparently said right after he shot the gun?
What is the?
Apparently he was like, oh, shit, oh, fuck.
Is that really what it says?
Apparently. He's like, oh my God.
You can just follow up any statement with that, by the way. Just, yeah, apparently.
Dude, the footage
I heard
of him like on the phone after it is wild looking too, because he looks crazy. Like he looks like he just shot somebody.
yeah.
And he's literally just being like, I didn't know. And he's just in full fat Baldwin.
You could probably get him on the pod.
I might. Dude.
He lives in New York.
Try.
Yeah.
Dude, Alec Baldwin. Talk about him in the Jewish community. He goes from like he's at the top of his game,
yeah,
and then the next day you're like he's like calling his daughter a whore.
Yeah.
And then he's at the top again. He's like, it's 30 Rock calling your daughter a whore. Trump murdering a woman.
Yeah. That's yeah. The dude can't like win or lose. He can't be stopped.
You can't be. He just keeps going, dude.
And 30 Rock rules. I fucking love 30. Oh my
love 30
God.
Rock.
It's
Oh,
so
that's
fucking
great.
funny.
It was great.
This is pretty random, but speaking
What?
of famous people, have you guys seen recent videos of Ben Affleck?
No, but
He's
I
become
love
my
Ben Affleck.
favorite human in the
He's
world.
the man, dude.
No,
he's,
no, literally.
He's like top wig of all. He's one of the top wigs.
Wig?
A wigger.
Yeah.
He transitioned so seamlessly from
Yeah.
it.
I saw this video of him taking pictures with fans.
Yeah.
And there's just a line of fans, and he's giving each
He's
of
a very
them,
nice guy.
He's giving each of them like a really nice picture with like a genuine smile, but in between each one, his face drops into just the most insane depression, and he takes a rip of his cigarette, and he doesn't let out any smoke.
Yo, he rules.
He fully digests every particle of that cigarette.
Ben Affleck
and then he puts
rules.
the smile.
Wow, you just brought up another guy too. He
I love
hasn't
it.
had any real like L's where you're like, wow,
Batman?
that's no, I mean like where it's a lot like a problem,
Right.
Where you're like almost legal. You know what I mean?
Oh, that
like,
tattoo?
That's no. That's what I mean. It's not
bad tattoo.
it's a L,
Right.
but it's not
Not
a
a
L.
problem.
It's not illegal.
Yeah, it's
no,
not
it's
a
not
problem.
illegal
It's like
to have a bad tattoo.
He
no.
also, it's like some of the movies he's done, obviously, and like he's cheated on
seems like he's
Jennifer
probably a
Garner,
fine
Dude,
guy.
but she deserved it.
I'll
Let's be
stand.
real.
I'll stand by this. I think he was a very solid Batman Bruce Wayne.
It's not his fault.
The movie sucked, but I think he
movies
did.
suck.
Very good
It's not
job.
his fault.
Fine.
Yeah.
Also, I've gotten to the point in my life where like I just don't give a fuck about cheating.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, as an adult,
when
it's like
other
that's
people are like, yeah,
between,
I don't give a
that's
shit, like-
between them.
Yeah, but
You don't know what was going on.
The
I
whole
used to be a
Adam
child,
Levine
people-
shit.
Huh?
The whole Adam Levine shit from
Oh
Maroon 5.
my God,
Why do
dude.
I care?
Dude,
That's personal,
dude,
It was funny because of how bad he is at flirting.
Oh, aren't we all,
That's
dude?
so funny.
Who amongst
Have
us?
to be good.
Who amongst us has not been bad at getting pussy at some point
It's the
in their
worst.
life?
Oh, no,
Who
no, no,
amongst
putting yourself
us?
out
You don't
there
want
is
your
the
DMs out
worst.
there.
No.
You don't want any of it.
No.
Dude, any of my sexting I've done with women, I read it back sometime, and I'm like, oh God, this is
Yeah, like, come on.
What am I doing? I'm telling her I'm going to do why.
And I'm supposed
Grow
to
up.
care that this
Yeah.
guy.
Well, dude, the people when that happened, there were so many like goody two shoes being like, I can't believe in this day and age he's acting this way. It's like, bro, he's number one, even without being famous. Take away famous, he's a good looking guy.
Right.
A guy like that would clean up either way.
Right.
Add being one of the like he's on The Voice or he's all that shit. He's
Right.
Maroon 5. He's crushing. What do you expect him to do?
Right.
What do you not even expect him? It's like that's what they do.
Right.
They're
No, but
famous.
every single one of his songs is like, I would never cheat on my wife. Never know. Ooh, 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 girl.
Are they
I know
really?
you
No.
want my
Well, I was about to say earlier Maroon
No.
5 is
Well,
pretty like
what
I'm a
was- that's
scumbag.
What was the other thing at the same time? The Try Guys. Ned from the Try. Why do I fucking
I give a
care?
fuck?
Why do I give a
I
shit?
don't know why. I've never heard about them until that. And then once I found out about that, I was like, ooh.
They
This
like
guy's a scumbag?
separated
Let me-
over
let
that.
me-
Yeah,
Didn't
well,
they?
like, yeah,
Let
they
me learn
kicked him
everything.
out over that, and I was like, well, and I guess there was other like personal, like business shit that
Yeah,
he
yeah.
kind of sure, but like I was just sitting there like I don't
Dude.
care. Why does
Give a
anybody care?
fuck.
Who gives a fuck? I
Yeah,
don't give a shit.
Exactly. And Ben Affleck cheated on Jennifer Garner, and everyone was like, well, his movies are better.
Yeah.
It just went about.
Yeah. Dude,
And
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl rules.
Come on.
I mean, The Town.
The Town?
He directed that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
He for dudes, Ben Affleck will always be the man. But the other one too is he dated Jennifer Lopez in both
Yes.
eras of her. Like,
Isn't he back with her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're married. They're about to get married again.
Dude,
I'm pretty sure.
come on.
Yeah.
I once
He
delivered pizza to her.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's a king. He's like king of the white boys, dude.
Yeah, no,
he's
he-
up there.
he
He's up
really
there.
is.
He's one of us, dude.
Did you see that
It's like
video?
he should be held high. We should prop him up.
Did you see that
You
video?
want to
with-
know what's funny? When
Sorry.
I deliver, sorry to interrupt.
No, he was just doing some like promo thing with Dunkin' of him like
Oh, yeah.
working at a Dunkin' Donuts
I've seen
somewhere,
that one, yeah.
and then J Lo
Oh, yeah,
came
that's
in to
funny.
visit him. Dude, J Lo
saw
came in
that.
to visit you at your shift at Dunkin' Donuts. What a fucking king!
Yeah.
It was a promotional stuff.
Who cares? I mean, come on, dude.
She's hot.
Come on.
She's cute.
When I
still hot.
delivered that pizza to her,
Yeah.
it was like, I thought it's gonna be like $30, and she like with her high heel.
Oh, I thought you said you almost delivered.
No,
it.
I did.
Oh, you did.
She kicked me straight in the chest, put me down to the floor, and just like started
Now
eating
he's
a pizza
he's
all
making-
sexual.
Jesus Christ.
No, her like entourage picked it up, but it was to her mansion.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I
They had a fleet of Segways
Jesus.
parked
they all
outside.
just came. Oh, I thought they all like pulled up and are like, "We're here for the pizza," and they just took it. And we're like, "Roll out."
We'll
Like,
take it from
I delivered pizzas drunk sometimes and drove it.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
Drunk.
that's I
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
think you
yeah.
were on a bike.
Dude, I was hammered. Sometimes the craziest thing about working at this pizza place was the cops came to our pizza place all the time, and we would give them just free shit. And me and other drivers got pulled over numerous times, never got tickets just from working there. Also drunk.
You give them a free pizza, and you're like, I like the work you do, especially
Yeah.
the stuff online. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, and we're not friends anymore, but this guy I was working with at the time, he got pulled over with one of the waitresses who was 16 and he was 20. They were both drunk.
Yo.
Got let go. And I mean like visibly drunk, like hammered. I
People
don't
who
think,
work at pizza places.
dude, it's he was 20, so it's not that bad, but it's, not good either.
Right. Yeah. Oh my God. Can you imagine being so imagine
I
working?
think he was. It doesn't matter.
You're a
It's
cashier
funny, It
at
was
a
bad.
pi-
It wasn't good. That's what I'm saying.
Right. But you're a cashier at a pizza place, and you have the same powers like Tony Soprano.
Dude, people who work at pizza
It's
places
like, you have a good day,
insane.
sir.
Yeah. He's like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I told you this story. I don't think I said it on a podcast. That I one of the first days I worked at this pizza place, you get lunch and you sit down at the place, whatever. I was sitting with this girl who worked with us, and this guy approached us. He was working there too. His name was Israel. This is a Mexican guy named Israel.
Hell yeah.
He was like, "Oh, did she tell you about her boyfriend who just broke up with her because she's too fat and stupid?"
Yeah.
And sometimes people joke around like that when they're comfortable. And this girl just had this look of just like,
You
Israel, you absolute piece of shit. And Israel's just like, I'm the funny guy at work. Hey, yo!
Hey, tell them about that time you got an abortion. It's wow, that rules.
Did
I
he
would
still
love
have a
to live
job after that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow.
Israel's probably still there.
there. My pizza place was run on blow.
Yeah. One of those spots.
One of those for real. I didn't realize it initially, and then when I figured it out, I was like, "This is volatile."
That's what the Parmesan is.
How do people who work at a pizza spot have enough money for blow?
That's what.
Great
Dude,
point.
Well, it went
Great
under.
point.
Went under.
Yeah.
And a lot of drinking too. Our chef,
Blow might be the main industry.
Roberto, he was an illegal immigrant. Very, very crass human being. Nice guy, like fun guy, but very, I had a little bit of a substance abuse issue.
Sure.
And me and this girl would work a double on Sundays, and we made it a thing to go get him and us, all of us, but like mainly for him, we would go get a sleeve, we called it, of nippers or of little bottles of Fireball.
Right.
This is the Fireball era. This is like 2011, 2012 era,
yes.
2013ish. Yeah, 2013. Sorry. 2013, Fireball's in the full swing. We get those little things, dude. I think 20 came in a pack, so it was like whatever. I think 20
Yeah.
of those little bottles or 10, and all day just fucking pounding those with him. And
shit.
we were hammered by the end of the day. Like
Jesus.
for real. We'd probably do at least 2 to 3 each minimum. You know what I mean? Like that. And that was like the Sunday. And it rocked.
remember me and my buddy in college, we would steal at least like 90 beers from the supermarket almost every day.
That's a lot.
Sell them at
90?
We would sell them at the parties for $1. And then we would just like spend pretty much the whole afternoon drinking Red Stripe on the lawn.
Yeah, Red Stripe, man.
Not even because it was a good beer, just because it had a fun bottle.
Yeah, that's a
Fun
Jamaican
little
beer,
bottle.
right?
It's a
Isn't
bad
it?
beer.
It's
it
Jamaican,
tastes
right?
bad, yeah.
Yeah.
It tastes awful.
You get
Fun
the
bottle.
Red Stripe.
I think Red Stripe's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But you don't drink it for the
Yeah,
taste.
drink a Red Stripe, you bomb Israel.
It's
Wait,
Red
you bomb Palestine, whatever.
Yeah, it's Red Stripe.
That's how-
Israel.
That's how little I was like, you bomb Israel. Oh, yeah, it's the other one. I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah. I love the fact that now that every comedian has decided to step up and be like, no,
Oh my
now it's time for
God.
me. It's
Dude.
time. It's time.
Dude, the funniest, I've talked about on the pod before, the funniest thing the past few months has been like a comedian being like, here's a picture of me and my cat. Here's a picture of the show I'm on tonight. And also, you better support Judaism or else I won't want you in my life.
Yeah, it's been a
also,
wild
here's
turn.
a picture of me eating a piece of pizza after my mic. It's like,
Right. It's like it's been such a wild turn, and these people I know who either don't ever post,
Never post anything.
never post ever, or if they do, it's just random, normal that we all kind of post. We're all just making content,
Being
doing
silly.
whatever, and being stupid, and then out of nowhere, it's like, it is time for me to embrace the inner Malcolm X that is inside me, and it's like, where did this come from? Who are you? What's happening? What's going? Like all of it. What is
And
happening?
It's never the guy who's like, I went to college. I'm the smart comic.
Right,
It's
right,
never
right.
that.
It's always like my farts and poops and butts, and
Yeah,
also
right.
I know
Yeah,
about
right.
geopolitics
Right,
more
right,
than
right, yeah.
most.
And I never gave an indication about it before, but now. Same thing it was the same thing also with the Ukraine Russia thing where everyone pretended they knew about that and you're like, dude, I know you and I know you don't know about this.
Right.
Like I just know you if you know about it now that I know you didn't know about it except for the that's popular.
Right.
Like that's
that it's actually going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Comedians have this weird thing that like they feel like if there's anything going on in the world, they have an
Yeah.
obligation
They
to
have to
talk
have a
about it and
comment
have a
on it.
take on it. And this is the point I've made a million times over and over again. In 2024, it doesn't matter whatever your take is on whatever topical
It's been
issue.
done,
There is a
usually.
gay 14-year-old in Idaho who tweeted out exactly what you did 2 weeks ago, better than you. Like that's just done, right?
It's killing me in both ways because it used to be like the two major camps of like you got to be super topical all the time.
Right.
I am the news. You know
Right.
what I mean? Or like what I would do, you go super into niche topics of like older stuff, and that's what you talk about. But now it's become like everything is either like a fucking lecture about the way people ought to be, or a fucking. You're talking to Abed from Community, and it's like some fucking.
Oh, God, yeah.
Have you watched Have you watched Teletubbies? Because
Yeah.
in season 4 they had a new
Yeah.
production designer, and I know
Yeah.
every little detail about the production of every
I know
little
exactly what
thing.
you're talking about. I know. I
He's
run
talking
those
about
guys
that. Of
all
course
the
I know
time.
him.
So
He's me.
few
That's
people are
Dane.
just like here and now, and like god dang.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. This is a hot take. I don't know how much.
There's pussy to be eaten.
whatever.
You're good. We got plenty of time.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
We're wrapping up. But
I think the idea of relatability has kind of poisoned art, not just stand-up, but I think particularly stand-up in general. I think if you find something to be related to in a piece of art, that's good. That's a part of it, and it can be a very important
course.
part of it. That's cool. But when the whole point is just to be, you just want to watch your own life in a mirror. That's all you want from a movie or a stand-up or whatever. You don't want to be excited. You don't want to go on an adventure. You don't want to go somewhere with me. You don't want
to be challenged.
You don't want to be challenged. You don't want to hear stories, opinions that like nobody else can. Which I always thought was the point. Like
Yeah,
that's what you
dude.
do. But now everything just has to be like, ugh. Doesn't dating suck? It's like, oh yeah, it
dude.
does. Dude, why do you just want to hear about your boring life? I don't
agree.
understand that.
Getting challenged by your art is a luxury. When I was fucking working landscaping and fucking like physical labor, my body was breaking down and I had to fucking put in wild shifts. Fucking at the end of the day, I'm not sitting down for Scorsese. I'm not gonna fucking I'm not
I
gonna drink the
understand that.
fine champagne of art. No, give me fucking Impractical Jokers.
yeah,
I wanna
exactly.
be
You need to decompress.
dumb. And it might be a symptom of being overworked, but also at the same time, it's
No,
you are right about
you
that.
need to stimulate your brain in different. Like I love Scorsese. Don't get me wrong, but to sit down and except for Goodfellas, to sit down and watch one of his movies, you have to pay attention, and you also do have to emotionally go through something because it's a lot of shit. It's like a lot of violence, a lot of interpersonal, like toxic shit going on. Like, I hate that phrase, but that's what it is. It's always just people yelling.
Yeah.
It's like you emotionally go through something watching it. To laugh at stuff, it's carefree. Like, every night I would probably watch American Dad just because it's like,
Oh, hell yeah.
I know it's gonna be funny. It will not make me feel bad.
Right.
I will never watch an episode of American Dad and actually get upset. It doesn't happen.
Right.
Now, if I watch some Rick and Morty's, that might happen. But the point is, like, to decompress, I do watch like silly shit.
But see, even decompression, I mean, it doesn't even have to necessarily be relatable, but everybody feels like now, like...
No, not at all.
I've never
It's
heard...
the guys reviewing food in their cars. It's pure relatability.
Yeah, that's seriously what... Like, when I hear people are like, I didn't like this movie or the show or whatever, couldn't really relate to it. Okay.
Yeah,
who cares? That's not the point.
Yeah, when I first started watching stand-up comedy, I don't think... As a kid, I didn't understand what most of them were talking about or relate to it because I'm not... I'm a child.
Right.
But I understood that it...
Were you like stupid or something?
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I understood what is funny, and I was like, even if I didn't get it, like, fully understand that experience...
All the context,
I still understood that if it was funny.
Right.
Like, Dave Chappelle talking about... I saw a baby outside.
Right.
And I was like,
Heard,
hey,
yeah.
baby. Like, I remember seeing that at like 11 years old or however old like when it came out and being like, that's hilarious. I've never been to DC projects. I'm not black. I've never seen a crackhead baby that I at least could recollect at that time. That I had, like, that's funny. That's funny. For some
looked
reason,
in the mirror.
Yeah. But now... Damn good one, yeah. For some reason nowadays, I've talked to people about this. They're like... These are the gayest audience members. Like, when I go to a comedy show, I just want to laugh. I don't want to feel offended. I want to be this. It's like, bro, there's people for some reason, they work all day in corporate jobs. They're comfortable in that setting. For some reason, they go to their corporate job. They're like, I get to talk about this here. They go home with their family. I get to talk about this here. And then they go out to things like comedy and they're like, well, it better fit in with my little...
Right.
It's like, me, dude, I hate regular shit. Like, I don't like going to work.
Right.
I love my family, but I don't like sitting with my family and just being like, yeah, work's difficult.
Right.
It's like, bro, I have a decorum all fucking day, usually, wherever I go. When I go to do stand-up, I do not expect decorum. For some reason, other people, though, they come in and they're like, well, this isn't clean comedy. Clean comedy sucks.
Yeah.
You should go to a stand-up show. You should be looking at comedy and just accept it. It is the one place where you can be crazy and silly still. Like, you can't talk about that shit at work. You can't talk about it with your family.
Right.
So when you go to a comedy show and people are like, well, this isn't family-oriented and fuck you.
Yeah,
you should be
not the
going
point.
there to not be that person you are all the time.
Right.
I feel like I have a point about that because, like,
You're good.
jokes and humor in general, like, the only thing that's funny about anything is the surprise.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It is a
Makes sense.
reaction of surprise. Laughter is,
Unexpected.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And in order for anything to fall into categories, it has to be known. You know
Right.
what I mean? So the prize has to be dead. So if you want your comedy to fall into any sort of category, you already know the punchline more or less, pretty much.
Right.
So you're never going to really laugh if you're boxing it into any sort of anything.
Right.
It's genreless. It's impossible.
Right.
And also, oh yeah.
Oh, no, go ahead.
It's once you know the joke, it's dead. You can't hear it a second time and
Right.
still laugh.
It's not
really.
like songs.
Right.
It's like,
Right,
you can throw it on again.
So, like, it's constantly evolving. It's constantly changing. You can't fucking pin it down in any one way. It has to be this free, expressive thing.
I'm getting on my soapbox.
because,
So it's been happening a lot lately where I run into people and they're like, I just like clean, or people who are like, it's a clean comedy show and we need those. And I'm like, no, you don't. You can get a clean comic on a show who's funny. But to be like, well, people look for... No, they don't.
Yeah,
in
my
my
mom
opinion, and the
does.
ones who do,
Fine.
those audiences suck. They might pay, but they suck. They fucking suck.
It's my mom. Like, it's my religious mother. That's who looks for clean comedy.
Yeah. My mom doesn't even like comedy and like that. Like, she comes to support me, but she doesn't appreciate stand-up that much at all.
Right.
And even, like, but she doesn't go to clean comedy shows because comedy's not for her. But when she goes to a dirty one, she's not like, you know what I mean? Just
Right.
Like, she knows context. There's just people out there, though, that lately I've been like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it's just confusing to me. So Anyway,
Gen Z is turning into boomers.
Dude, everyone I run into,
That's why they call them Zoomers.
Yeah, Zoomers.
everyone who runs into Gen Z audience, dude. Me and Sherry Soprani, you know Sherry Soprani?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Hilarious. She's very funny. She and I were doing a show, and dude, this was wild. I showed up to this show. Sherry was hosting. Before I was 2 comics, so I was closing out the show, because I showed up this late. 2 comics before I go on stage. The comic who was on stage was doing jokes. This audience sucked. It's in Brooklyn. They didn't care about what we were talking about. They didn't care about jokes. So one of the comics, very cleanly, by the way, just starts ranting about the room and the audience. He goes, "Why are you guys here?" Sillily too, but humorously, being silly. Not swearing at them, not being mean, just being like, "Why are you guys here? Did you guys think this is a library?" Just like being very
Real Mark Normand about it.
Yeah, and I'm honestly, I'm doing this guy a disservice of his impression. He wasn't doing it like that, but he riffed about the situation and the room for the rest of his set. Very funny because it was all true and all poignant to what was going on. He gets off stage, dude. The entire audience got up and left. Ugh. They all on the way out were like, "Shouldn't make fun of the audience like that." And we were like, "What the fuck?" Like me and Sherry Soprani was like on stage being like, "Whatever, you guys are fucking gay." Like fuck you. And it was anyway. I don't think she even said it like that, but she was like, "Whatever, guys, you're really leaving, whatever." And then
She's gay. She can say that.
Yeah.
because anyway, it might have actually. Either way, it might not even. I might be conflating that with. Anyway, they all left. A audience member comes up to Sherry after. It's a girl, and she goes, "Hey, sorry we had to leave. We just like didn't, fully get the vibe." And Sherry's like, "Yeah, that's lame that you guys left. You all like disrespected the other comics." She goes, "I don't know. We just didn't really like. We were kind of expecting something else." And she goes, "It's a comedy show. We're telling jokes." And she goes, I don't know if that's the type of thing I was interested in seeing tonight." And she goes, "If we went up there and just told you stories about our tragedy, traumatic lives, would you have liked that?" And she goes, "Actually, yeah, I would have preferred that." And she goes,
spoken word
"You
night.
have no idea what you have no idea what comedy is." And
Yeah.
she literally like dressed this girl down. They talked. It wasn't as bad, but she was like, "Yo, it's a comedy show. Like these are jokes. If you want to go to like some dramedy thing, it's like go to a poetry slam.
Yeah,
like
theater.
you came to a thing that's for humor, and you want trauma." And she's like, "Well, the type of humor," and she's like, "I don't think you know what you're
Oscar
talking."
bait dummies.
Bullshit,
Dude,
bro.
there is a show I was on a while back.
This is a young girl. Like,
I
I was like, "What the fuck is
It
going
was
on?"
the plane I just popped in, I got a spot or whatever. And there's not a lot of people there, but there's like this group of people there, and they're just being shitty. They're younger people. They're just being shitty, and they're talking and kind of heckling the comedians. And I kind of gave into it and fucked with them, and I ended up having fun. It was whatever. But then I found out it's like, okay, we're at this bar. These people probably just came to this bar, and we're fucking ruining their night. This is honestly probably what's going on. They got ambushed with it. It's not their fault. And then I came to find out they were there to see one of the comedians on the show. They were friends with one of the. And so I was like, so you knew that this is a comedy show. You specifically are here for, and you're acting like this?
Yeah.
I was on your side for a second. I thought we ambushed you with comedy, and I got it. But it's like,
Go fuck yourself.
you're an asshole.
You're an asshole.
Yeah.
This is kind of not the same, but kind of the same.
They're having
This is
sex
one
in it.
time. Nice.
They could be. I don't know.
Because like not. Okay, this one time I was at a show at Soho Playhouse. And the only real audience there was this like group of models, like these young models. You know what I mean? And we knew they were models because they told us before, and they just they just come out of this fucking thing, and they're like 20, high on life, maybe coke, and living. You know what I mean? And they're sitting down for the show, and they sit through 2 comics. I'm up next, and they walk. Whatever, it happens.
During your set?
No, right before I'm about to
before
go
you go,
on.
yeah.
It happens. Whatever. And I get up, and now I'm just performing to comics. All right, so I'm not going to do my material. I'll just talk about what I feel like talking about. Whatever. Do a looser thing. You guys know George Hayward?
No, that sounds familiar.
Learn this name. Everyone follow George Hayward. This guy's incredible. I never met this guy before in my life. Comes in full suit.
Okay.
Full dressed to the
Yeah.
nines. And he's up after me, and there's no audience. And I'm like, good luck, bro. He gets up like a preacher. Starts energy. A fucking sermon. Fucking right into material. Fucking jokes. Energy. And you want to know what? The fucking models came back.
That's pretty wild.
He was killing so hard, he brought back the room that just walked.
Damn, that's wild.
He didn't give a single goddamn fuck.
He summoned
and you wanna know what?
whores?
He taught me something about like
Well, it's what you make it.
it is
I know
what
that.
you fucking make it.
How way you make it?
It's always going to go wrong, and there's always
Yeah,
going to be people
dude,
who don't understand your fucking art, man. But you want to know what? We're artists, and the world doesn't need us.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
they
That
really
is true,
don't.
dude.
They really
dude,
don't.
I've done shows of like 2 people, and for some reason those I can like really let loose in those because it's like low risk because it's like what else it's just what it is.
Right.
But it's like I obviously want to do real shows, but I think it is important, like real shows. But I think it is important to do well on those, because it's, dude. I've done 1,000 shows where it's like 3 people in the audience, and the comics go up and they're like, just doing bits, and they're like, "This is rough," and then I go up and I just start talking to the people, and I do a few bits.
There's a certain point where it's like, no, you don't do material.
You don't do
here.
material.
You just hang out.
So much fun, dude.
Yeah.
Comedy.
Yeah.
I don't think I thought I had something to add to that, but I don't think I do.
I'm so glad.
You can add it in
this
post.
time.
What a
and then
simmer.
voice
Yeah.
over our reactions to it.
Yeah.
You guys are good. We're at an hour though. We're a little over.
Hell yes, doggy.
Yeah, man. Dane, Ron.
Yes.
Plugs. Do you guys have any things you want to plug for my listeners?
So we have the Bottom Text podcast. It's available wherever you get your podcast and on YouTube. So go check that out.
podcast.
If you want anything from me, go to allmylinks.com/Ron Ervin, ERVIN. That's my stand-up comedy special is going to be there. That's free to watch. All my social media, my Twitch, where I game with a bunch of other comedians, all that shit. Allmylinks.com/Ron Ervin.
You can find me at https://Instagram.com. My handle is the @ symbol, the A with the circle around it. Dane, my name, DANE .Rothenberg, because apparently Dane Rothenberg was taken by a guy who doesn't ever post.
Dude, that happened to me with Instagram, and I kept trying to take Ron Ervin, and I kept reporting his profile.
That's
and I
so
finally
funny.
got it. He
That's
never
so funny.
Yeah,
I should do that.
Yeah.
It's silly.
Yeah.
Only one.
Yep.
That it, Dane? Anything else?
It's TikTok. It's the same account.
Yep.
At Dane Rothenberg. Dane
Hell yeah, guys.
Rothenberg. And I think you guys should play Death Stranding. Anyone
boy.
out there?
Oh, God
it's free
damn.
on PS Plus.
I would press
you
that
can
stop
pee.
button now.
Yeah, right.
you
We're
can
editing
pee
that out.
I
on
literally had to
ghosts.
do that to him the other day on an episode.
The best. You'll never stop me.
Disgusting, dude. Folks, if you
You
already
kick me off the podcast. I'm just going to start the Kojima podcast.
All right.
Folks, if you don't already know, please follow me at Silly Selly on Instagram. All S's, no spaces, I at the end. Check out the podcast's Instagram. It's Yes Offense Official. It's Yes Offense Podcast on Instagram. Still working on getting some clips out. My producer died. No, he didn't. He's fine. He got a real job and
Dead to
figure
us.
it out. But I got a bunch of great guests lined up for you guys, so please check out the full episodes at iTunes, YouTube, or Spotify. Please subscribe on YouTube.
Is that going to be like a clip that you make, or
What?
haven't they listened to the full episode to get to this point?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I hope. But go subscribe where you can. It really means a lot. The subscribers have been going up lately, and that's great. And also, if you want to come see me live specifically, I will be doing a show Friday, March 1st at St. Mark's Comedy Club at 7 o'clock, I believe. It's me and Brandon Ledesma's show. We got Chris Grant headlining, Kitty Reynolds hosting, Kevin Sanchez, Alex Pichera. It's a fucking
good lineup.
Great lineup.
Kitty Reynolds is fucking funny.
Kitty Reynolds is the man. Oh, and Hannah Lieberman. That's the other one, too. Hannah Lieberman.
Fuck yeah.
And we'll probably have some drop-ins for that. Also, that was a Friday. Monday, March 11th, 9 p.m., I am hosting a show at the Grizzly Pear Midtown location. Romy Rosner's featuring, and Zach Amico is headlining. Please come out to that. And if you want to see me anywhere else, I'll be posting dates on my Instagram and my stories and stuff like that. And also 420, we're coming back to Concentric Brewing Company in Portland, Connecticut. So please keep an eye out for those. Tickets are on the links in my link tree in my Instagram bio. Anyway, that's it. You guys good?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, guys. This is great.
Three-way
Thank you for
high five.
coming.
Yeah, let's go. Nighty night, everybody.
Peace, nerds.
Bye-bye.